Hey guys, it's me. I'm back and I'm bringing you a very special 2-for-1 R-build video. I am going to be building both the new Bionic 2015 Tahu Master of Fire and Protector of Fire sets. Now, obviously, this has been long awaited since they canned the line so many years ago. And I am glad they brought these back. Go ahead and look at them. Obviously, this is what the Protector of Fire is going to look like. The box is kind of short, small. Same artwork as the thing. Nothing here. Same instructions. And all the 6 Toa with their new mask, the Mask of Creation, on the back. But yeah, you can go ahead and actually start building him first. And it starts with a comic. Okay. And it looks like the Matoran will give its weapons to the Toa for a combined mode. But go ahead. Let's start combining. But first, gotta open all these bags. I am so excited that they brought these guys back. I mean, that was the best LEGO line I have ever had my knowledge and honor to mess with. I mean, damn. Alright, first off is we're actually going to be making a little spider guy that comes with it. And go ahead and take this little mask and then take these little clip things right here and just clip them under the edge. Clip them here, in here, and then same thing, drawing a blank here. Other 2 cloth bits on the same side. And we have a little spider mask. Yes, obviously the Toa and the Matoran could wear this, but for now, he can go spin his web. Alright, to start actually building the Matoran, one thing I noticed, the Matoran don't have actual names for some reason. Take this base body, take one of these pegs with the cross bit, and make sure the cross bit sticks out and put it in the slot right over here. And then take this little connector bit, little dual peg piece, and clip it right under, put it right underneath. And then take this little joint piece right here and put it on the blue peg, like so. And then go ahead and take this piece and then just clip it on. Make sure this little peg port right here goes through this hole right here. There you go. Next page. Now you gotta actually take 2 of these little gray dual peg joints and peg them in inside these slots right here to kind of connect all this little bit together and avoid that dropping into pieces. And now you get to put on more joints. Take these joints right here, this slot, right over one of these, the other pegs, like so. Do the same thing for the other side, as soon as I can find the other joint. Like this. And now you have a torso, unarmored. Next up is we start the legs. Go ahead and take a foot. Take one of these long ball jointed pieces, put it on there, and then take one of these little bits like so. And now you got to make another one. Clip the smaller to the bigger one, and then put this all in the foot, and now you have 2 unarmored legs. And now what it's wanting you to do is putting the legs on the torso. And just feeling the joints move around like this definitely amped up in articulation. Now we start armoring him up. Go ahead and take 2 of these little clear pieces and put them on this little melded ball joint piece. Like that. Same thing for the other side. There you have legs. Now for the chest. What you want to go ahead and do is take one of these and take this and just drop the piece here. These 2 pegs right here will go into these slats right here. And then this goes onto this little melded in ball joint right here. If I can actually get this thing on. Oh, goes on the back. Ooh, I had the legs on the wrong way. Just rotate him around. There you go. Now he has an armored chest. Next up, take these little 2 pads right here and put them onto here, like so, on these little ball joints on the side here. And the other one, put that on. Now we're definitely getting somewhere. Now go ahead and start making arms. Take these 2 joints right here, put them on these upper ball joints. You're going to hear me say ball joints a lot because that's all they really are, ball joints. And then take, if I can find them, these translucent hands and put them on like so. And when I mean translucent, I mean translucent. I mean, good God, people. This is freaking good. And they're actually hands, the molded fingers. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And now I'll take these last 2 translucent bits and put them on these melded ball joints right here on the arms. Like so. Now to make the head. What you gotta go ahead and do is take this head piece right here, which looks so freaking fantastic. I mean, god damn. And then take the iconic Bionic head translucent eye bit, put it in here, and then reach into the little mini piece pile and put in this little red peg and slide it all the way in, like so. Now as you can tell, this rotates. You will see why. Go ahead and actually get the figure back on and click the head like so. Now this on its own looks like a freaking I can't place what it's called, but it looks so freaking familiar. But we're not done. Take 2 more of these blue dual-sided pegs and peg them in on the other hand with the little actual clipped port pegs pointing out from underneath the hands. Now we actually get to make some of his weapons. See if I can get him to stand straight and tilt my camera a little bit so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Go ahead and take one of these flame bits and then take another one of these angle pegs, put them on like this, and then take one of these, peg them underneath, and then just clip them onto the hand. And now you have like underslung blades. An underslung blade, I mean. The same thing for the other side here. Same pieces. Same place to put it on the other hand. And now he's almost done here. Next up, we actually get to help start making a big gun. Take this little ball joint, actual ball with the slot, and take the last of these blue peg pieces and get it right there, and peg it onto this port. Put it in this port right here. Now go ahead and take this piece right here in this barrel and peg it in until you actually get it to click. Turn it around and see these two ports right here. I'm sorry if I'm going off camera here. Take these dual clipped pegs pieces and put them in the holes like so. Like that. Now go ahead and actually take this piece right here and just put them over the pegs that are sticking out. Take this long bit right here and make sure this is actually pointing this way. Take this bit and kind of lock it into place. And then take another one of these little yellow bits, put it on there. I'm sorry for getting off camera again. Like so. Take this gear, and you almost have a functioning weapon. Now you take this last angled peg port system, peg it onto here like so. Take this last bit right here, peg it on, and now arm it with 6 little pieces like so. Oh, make sure these little tab sections right here, although you can't really tell, you actually tab them in like this. And I know this is getting a little boring for you guys, but don't worry. Best parts to come soon. There you go. Now you have an armed weapon. And go ahead and just clip it on this little ball joint right here. Like so. And now you take his the iconic Bionic mask, and just put it on his head. And now you have the Protector of Fire Matoran all built and ready to go. Holy hell, is this guy nice. I mean, look. Ball joints out the wazoo. Articulated head. Even articulated weapon. Shoulders. Wrists. Leg. Hips. Knees. Ankles. I mean, god damn, son. He's fucking nuts. And like I said, his weapons are kind of blades. Kind of rotate them around. Like this. I mean, god damn. And the proof this actually fires although you can't really see, there's a little notched bit in this piece right here that'll push out each of these little 6 tab things as if they're actual little missiles. And I just unpegged the entire weapon from his body. Shut up, cat. But yeah, now this actually has a nice feature to remove the mask. The reason why this is loose is because push down on this bit right here on the back of the head, pop out the head. And go ahead and show you. Same clip, same way for the head. And now he has one of those spiders for a mask. But yeah, not so cool. He needs his mask. I mean, holy. Get a last look of him. Definitely a step up for Matorans even. But yeah, that's been this part of the R build. Now to move on to the big boy himself, Tahu, the master of fire. And now we can go ahead and start building the master of fire himself, Tahu. You can go ahead and go over the box again if I didn't do it in the first place from the start. Obviously you see him with 2 swords and his iconic surfboard with a gold mask, another spider dude. And on the back you see what he can do: turn a knob, make him swing, remove his mask, replace it with a spider dude. Obviously an actual size of the gold mask. And like I said, Matoran's weapons plus Toa body equals super armed Toa. And on the back you see a comic. That's pretty much it. Bottom side you get the barcode, top you get nothing. Let's go ahead and crack this baby open with my handy dandy pocket knife. Now this part's gonna be fun. Go ahead and take these out. Holy shit, this is just the end part of the sword. Holy mother! That's huge! Take out the bag. Holy mother. That's huge. Go ahead and take out his manual, torso bit. And everything, set the box aside. Now let's go ahead and start opening all these bags first. This has all the mini pegs and gears and whatnot. Gotta keep them in a pile. And open this big bag for the other parts. I can get it open. There we go. Set this bag aside. Obviously, you gotta look at the manual. The instruction sheet's a lot bigger. You get, it's pretty much the same comic. In the front, in the back, you get all the 6 Toa with their gold masks. And pretty much the same back and forth, a little artwork. That's basically it. But first, make another spider. It's the same deal, just put the 4 legs on the little masked bit. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now, the little spider masks, they're okay, just if you're going to get one for in each Matoran and Toa figure, then you're really going to have a lot of extra ones of these. It's literally the same thing from the Matoran. Same color. Pointless. Now to actually start with the body. Go ahead and actually take his feet. Take a foot. And then, gotta find all these bits. Take one of these bits right here and then just clip it on like so. And then take another one of these bits here, like that, and take another leg bit like so. So you're literally making giant legs here. Oh, and before I start the other one, gotta add another little clip thing like here. There we have a leg. Same thing for the other leg here. Grab a foot, a little extender, another long ball joint, lower shin, and then, come on, where are you here? The upper hip. Let me find it here. Come on. Another extension joint. There we go. And now we can go ahead and just clip the legs onto the lower ball joints on the torso bit. Like so. And damn. And I just pretty much chose us. Yeah, I pretty much just chose a shorter bit here. Son of a bitch. I chose the wrong piece here. Yeah, I'm supposed to find use a longer one of these for the legs. Much better. There we go. Now it looks like we make a backpack. Obviously, what you're going to need to do is take this giant hunk of plastic and take 4 of these double clipped pegs and put them in these slots, lower 2 slots on each of these pieces right here. And this is all one giant piece of plastic, so go ahead and put these pegs in like so. And now take these pieces and just peg them over like this. There we go. And now we go ahead and take 2 of these little black, little ballish gears and just put them on like so. And these little slots right there. You can't really see them. Like that. Alright, set this down softly. And now you gotta take one of these pieces and 2 of these little balls with holes and just slide them to the end. And then go ahead and just do this. And then just gotta peg it in until when you turn, you do this. And I'm sorry if you didn't see that on camera. But go ahead and just make another one. Like so. And things are coming off here. Peg it in like that. And now you get this. Now go ahead, turn the page. Take 2 of these little blue 2-sided things and just peg them in the slots right here. Same thing for the other side. And do it like this. Now this is going to be fun. You take one of these with a one of these joints with a clipped peg, and then take one of these with a cross peg hole, and clip them together like this. And then you go ahead and take this and take this whole little bit you just put together and put it on the inside like this. You make another one and do the same thing for the other side. Almost done here, I think, with the backpack. Alright. Now we take another one of these well, first, take this last post, put in one of these little gears, and put it all the way in. Take it and put it through this little hole right here. And then go ahead and take this last gear, peg it in, so you can go ahead and make this little assembly. And when you rotate, it goes like this. So now you got the whole gear system set up. Now you take this little capped bit, this little tubed cap thing, and peg it on so you see this little crossed bit with the edges facing outward. And then take one of these, this yellow bit, and peg it on like so. And now you have the whole turning gear gimmick. Alright. Next up, where's this one bit? Oh. You take this little melded ball joint clip port system. I don't know what the hell they really call these. But go ahead and actually take this long bit blue peg clip thing and peg it in the middle. The short end goes in. And then take one of these little bits right here. Make sure the actual clip section goes in here, like so. And then make sure these two things go here. Go into these bottom two holes right here. Like that. And now you take one of these little red bits right here. And just make sure it clips onto the melded ball joint. Like so. And now go ahead and take these little swords right here and just clip them onto the back, peg them into the back like this. Sure, you can rotate them around and stuff, but yeah, just keep it down for now. There you go. And obviously instructions say these can rotate. But now turn it around. Take this last blue bit dual peg thing and put it in this last gear. And just clip it above like so. We'll make sure the gears can interact with each other. So it's definitely a bit more tighter to turn. Then take another one of these dual black clip pieces and put it straight in the middle. And then these two portions that are sticking out go into the slots above and below the ball joint. Melded ball joint. Now you have a backpack. Slowly getting there. Now you want to go ahead and take these two bits right here, turn them upside down, and clip them onto the melded ball joints on the lower shins to make leg armor. Now you go ahead and take one of these little bits right here, take one of these gold plastic bits and just clip them together like so. And then obviously clip these clip the red pieces onto the melded ball joints to get hip armor. And got to do the same for the other leg. Like so. Now we have Tahu with leg armor. Alright. What is next? Now we assemble his arms. Take a molded fist. And then take one of these smaller joints like this. Clip them in. And then take one of these gray bits right here. Gray joints, and make an arm. And clip it onto the body. And you want to clip it on the ball joints that are right here that'll rotate. And do the same thing for the other side here. Just make another arm with the same pieces. And clip them on. And obviously when you turn, you can swing them. Alright. Now we start adding the armor, which is simple. Take one of these red pieces, melded ball joint. Do the same thing for the other side here. If I can find the other one. Like so. Now you want to take another one of these gold bits and peg them on to the translucent pieces right here. Like so. And clip them on to the little melded ball joints on his forearms. Same thing for the other side here. Find another one. Peg them together. Clip them on. There we go. And now we make the chest armor. Take another one of the last of these bits and take this little gold chest plate. Clip it on. Well, peg it on. Like so. And then obviously clip this whole torso armor on this melded ball joint where my finger is. And I know I'm using my middle finger. Like so. Next page. Shoulder armor. This should be fun. Go ahead and take one of this little piece right here. Clip on a little translucent bit. And clip on another gold piece like this. And now we have one shoulder armor bit. There we go. Now go ahead and do the same thing for the other side. But just put them together the same way or turn it around. Like so. And clip them on these little ball joints that are behind what the shoulders are. Like so. Go ahead and just bend them down. Getting more in camera here. Next up, make the head, which is just like the Matoran head. Take the head, the iconic eyepiece, a little red crossed peg. There we go. And I talked to my little sister. These almost look like Terminator heads. I know. Go ahead and just clip it onto the ball joint here. Let me see if I can get the camera up a little bit. Now, before we make masks, we do swords. Go ahead. Pretty much start with here. Take one of these flame bits and peg them into this peg right here. Do the same thing for the other side. And big sword bit. Like so. Obviously, they can go together like this. They actually, if I can lock in together. There we go. Now go ahead, take this bit right here, lock them in place. And then take these two remaining pieces, like pretty much take two clipped pegs, peg them on the one side. So you can actually put them on a surfboard and put in this slots on his foot. Like so. He's riding a flame sword surfboard. Now, what you're gonna be doing here, people, is obviously we have two masks. The How, H-A-U, Mask of Shielding. This is more for the weapon combined mode. This is for normal mode. Go ahead and use normal mode since it's pictured here. It's the same clip system. Clip it onto the head, right? And there you go. See if I actually got it on right, and I did. Crap. And I just dropped my camera, which I didn't want. But yeah, there's Tahu in his normal surfing mode. I have to say, this is fucking amazing. Or to quote a good friend of mine, and to use it myself, ass blasting awesomeness. And my camera fell again, son of a bitch. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm lost my train of thought here. Obviously, same articulation, ball jointed head, shoulders, and shoulder armor. Elbows, wrists, hips, knees, ankles. Yeah, and go ahead and actually remove. And I just took the pegs out of his weapon, because we're going to be now arming him with weapons. A lot more weapons, actually. Go ahead and stand him straight. Already separated his surfboard. And go ahead and actually take this little bit out. Separate his swords. And the sword that doesn't have the peg, you can go ahead and just peg it on like so. And just put it in his hands. Like so. Now, basically what you want to go ahead and do, if it shows in either manuals here, this is going to be fun. Alright. That's how you arm him with his swords. But the next part is, probably the coolest part with Tahu and this guy, is you can take Matorn's weapons and put them on Tahu, which we will do. First, go ahead and remove his flame swords. And go ahead and remove this entire joint weaponry. Actually, I think you can just, yeah, you can just pretty much just go ahead and just, if I can get it out. I'm having trouble here, people. Give me 1 second. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and take the ball joint out of here. So we can go ahead and peg this back onto the Matoran. And make sure you take off the swords with the little blue peg. Like so. And now just go ahead and peg them into this hand. Like so. And now he has flame claws. Now go ahead and actually unpeg these little gold swords, which are a little flexible plastic. And just peg one on his hand normally like this, and then reverse the blade on the bottom to make like a dual bladed staff. Now go ahead, you actually have to remove this shoulder panel to actually peg in the little minigun turret. This is gonna be a long video, people. Set that aside. Go ahead and take this little bit off. Combine the swords to make the surfboard, which I actually like. They actually clip together down the middle here. But to hold them in place again, place this down here. Put him back on the surfboard by pegging it into his feet. And if I look right, the last thing you gotta do, push the eyes up to launch the mask, and put on the gold mask. And now we have Tahu all armed up and ready to go. I literally have to say, this is freaking ass blasting awesome. I mean, thank God they brought this line back. I mean, holy armored. Now, as you can tell, he has a gold chest piece. And if you look at the manual here, the only one who does that is Kopaka. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Tahu and the Matoran. May the Schwartz be with you, and good night.